I've got exciting news for today. I finally finished my mirror dagger that I was working on with my friend Cerberus 100. You can check out Cerberus on Twitch. He streams late at night around midnight Eastern Standard Time to about 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. He's on Australian hours, which is why his hours are so late. But yeah, he helped me do the Crucible tree as well as a few other things, but mainly the Crucible tree. He's got extensive knowledge on Crucible combining, so he's got a good idea of what he was doing, and that really helped me do the Crucible tree. So this dagger was built for Forbidden Rite cast on critical. In particular, it was built for the standard version of cast on critical, which involves power charge stacking and extremely high defensive utility. So we prioritized certain aspects that increased defenses over increasing more damage. So let's start with the crafting process for this item. So for the crafting process, we started by building out the Crucible tree, since the dagger that we found listed on trade was already on an Imperial skein. We decided to, instead risking the skein from losing the node, even if we split and had two chances at it, we were too afraid for it to lose the power charge node that we decided we were just going to take the skein and build it from there. So what we did was we built out the tree to perfection and then split it afterwards so that we had two copies of the perfect tree that we were looking for. The second copy has gone to a friend. He's going to be trying to craft a +1 to all spells, kind of a all-arounder cast on crit dagger for standard. So he's going to be working on that a little bit in League, but most of the crafting is going to be done in standard for his own build. So that is not for sale. You won't be able to find it. So what we ended up doing was, once we got that node, we decided that we weren't going to worry about the fifth node. And so we started with the fourth and worked our way backwards. We know we wanted Culling Strike, and we know we wanted Spell Crit, but we weren't sure if we wanted reduced accuracy. And I mean, hits can't be evaded kind of means that accuracy doesn't really matter. But it was more on the fact of +0.6 spell crit was enough for crit capping on most builds with Forbidden Rites. So we didn't care for the 1.5% because 0.6% was capping already. So we were going to go for either or. And we just happened to get the 0.6% spell crit. And then for the first node, instead of increased implicit modifier, which would have given us like, I don't know, like 4%, or not even. I think it would have given us like 3% increased chaos damage and like 2% extra chance to deal double damage on the implicits, and then 18% chance to explode instead of 15, which in the grand scheme of it really doesn't do much. Compared to getting 10% increased max energy shield, which is insane because that's a global modifier, and then 20% increased spell damage, which is just a nice added bonus to the fact that we're getting so much defense material off of the first node. We decided to do Power Charge over Rampage because we like blue dots, we like stacking, we just like to see the number go up. It might not be better, but it's what we wanted, so that's why we did it. And Viper Strike and Pestilence Strike just happened to be what we landed on at the end. It's just what showed up, so we took it. It could have been a 4-node tree. We wouldn't have even allocated Viper Strike and Pestilence Strike if it wasn't there. We just did it because why not? It doesn't affect any build. It doesn't affect any build in a negative way, so we saw no reason not to, which is why we leveled it up anyways. Going on to the implicits, what we ended up doing once we finished the Crucible tree was we imprinted the base after we split it so that we could revert it back if we missed the synthesize, and then we started manually synthesizing it, and it took us, I think, like 16 tries. I wasn't keeping count, but it was like 16 to 20 tries to get triple implicits. And then once we got the triple implicits, we started synth rolling. I started by just rolling vivid vultures over and over and over again until we hit something that we wanted to keep. We hit no good modifiers except for increased chaos damage throughout about 33 vivid vultures, and we decided to skip over chaos damage because we were trying. Our initial idea was we wanted damage per power charge, spell damage DD, and crit strike multiplier. And so we decided we were going to roll over chaos damage and not waste imprints on it. And so what ended up happening was 33 vivid vultures in, we hit spell double damage, which was mind blowing. That doesn't happen. That wasn't not supposed to happen. So we took it, and obviously, and we started imprinting and rolling some more. Now, about 15 rolls later, we hit adds 1 to 3 cold damage per dexterity, per 10 dexterity, or 16 dexterity, whatever that the dex stacking implicit mod was, which was crazy. But we rolled over it because it's not what we were doing. And then we hit explode. We hit explode around 90 vultures in, 90 to 100 vultures in, and decided, you know what? We can skip increased damage per power charge and we'll take explode because that is astronomical odds. That just the odds it takes to get those two mods without overwriting one or the other is insane. We beat the odds by like 20 times the chance that it should have taken. It should have taken us like 2,000 rolls to hit that, and potentially even more than that. And we did it in 100. And then, get this, I imprint it because the third implicit mod was lightning damage. I roll it one more time and get chaos damage. Literally the next roll after, it replaced lightning damage, gave us chaos damage, and we decided, you know what? It's done. That'll do. So this is what we ended up with after 100 Vivid Vulture rolls. So yeah, spending 200 Divines for those 3 implicits is uncalled for. That's like a 15 to 20 mirror implicit modifier combination. Once we did that, we imprinted it just in case anything happened. We just wanted to imprint it just in case something happened. And I still have the imprint, but we did that, and then we started the explicits, in which I rolled Essence of Zeal on it to start, and I was looking for tier 1 crit chance or tier 1 crit multiplier, and then we lock the suffixes. First, we have to remove any extra suffixes that we don't want. So I ended up rolling tier 1 crit chance with the attack speed as our second suffix, and then I nulled off the third suffix, locked suffixes, and reforged. I can say I missed the reforge many times. Like, I think like maybe 16, 17 times I missed. But I was getting tier 1 crit chance or crit multi pretty often, so it only took about 800 Essence of Zeals to finish off the suffixes. And then once the suffixes are done, we lock the suffixes again, go to the Hoarder crafting station, and do the add a chaos modifier, so augment chaos is what they call it. And you can either get adds flat chaos or level of all chaos at that point. And now you might be asking why not level of all, because level of all spells is about a 1 in 1,600 chance, whereas level of all chaos is like a 1 in it's like a 1 in 11. It's way lower. So it might not even be a 1 in 11. It might be like a 1 in 6. It's like low. And if you get it below eye level 82, I think it's guaranteed. So we got level of all chaos, we lock the suffixes, and then we add ashling, and we hope for a 50-50 for it to take the suffix lock mod instead of the level of all chaos, which we missed, I think, like 6 times. And every time we missed, it costed us like 30 or 40 divines to get the level of all chaos back on the dagger. And then of course we hit it 4 times, and 3 of the times we missed increased spell damage or increased chaos damage. So we got pretty unlucky with the ashling, but eventually we got increased chaos damage. Obviously you would want increased spell damage, 79%, with increased mana regen. as your best option, but at this point, I just wanted the dagger done, and I couldn't justify spending another 40 to 50 divines just to not get it again and then, repeat the process over and over. So we decided to increase chaos damage was fine. 10% of the damage is, not the end of the world. And then we craft on hits cannot be evaded and slap on the crit strike chance enchantment, and it's done. Of course, we 30%ed it and white socketed it way before we even rolled the implicits. We did that before we split the base so that we could split the dagger and have 30% with 3 white socket daggers. It just made the most sense to do it at that point. And yeah, there you have it. That's the dagger. Right now, the mirror fee is 100 divines to mirror. It's the cheapest mirror fee as far as I'm aware. 30% of it is going to Cerberus to fuel his builds, and then 70% of it's going to me, or it's like I'm giving him 1/3, so he's getting 33 divines per mirror, and I'm getting 77 divines per mirror. And then obviously the person who's mirroring the item has to use a mirror on the item. So yeah, so that's what ended up happening, and that's what it costs if you want the dagger. I'm going to be working on a Forbidden Rites cast on crit build for this league so that I can use the dagger. A buddy of mine is going to help me be able to list the dagger while it's equipped to my character so that we can do that. And if you saw the dagger from this video and you want a 10 divine discount on your mirror service, you can just let me know that you saw this YouTube video and I will give you a discount on the mirror service. All right, guys. So that's the dagger. Thanks for watching. The luck, I couldn't believe the luck, man. It was insane. The implicit rolling should have taken us a week, and instead it took us an hour. Yeah, I don't even know what to say, honestly. So anyways, guys, if you like this video, like and subscribe. If you want to see the Forbidden Rites cast on crit build once it's done, I'll have a video up for it. I'm also making a video on explode totems, and I'm going to be making a video on how to make a bunch of currency in this game consistently without risk involved. But it is a hideout warrior strat, so keep that in mind. All right, guys. That being said, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. All right, see you later.
Real. Everyone's just going, oh, rampage, rampage, rampage. How much rampage do you get on bosses? Why is your build so bad you need extra damage on white mobs? Bro, what are they talking about? I'm gonna call them all amateurs, dude. Amateurs. Don't be wrong, I think the explode mod could be a better mod, but you don't roll over explode. You just don't. That's too hard to hit, man. Fucking how weird is that though, dude? Like, I guess they're just TFT, like, nerds? Like, for real, what do you need rampage for in mapping? What do you need rampage for when bossing? How much extra Cyrus damage do I get out of that? Like, I'll show you the character right now, and someone can please explain to me. This is before we put OP gear on it, by the way. I mean, it's kind of got OP gear, but I'm like, maybe I'm missing something here. But at what point would I ever need rampage for mapping? It's cool for movement speed, but like, it does nothing on bosses, and bosses is the only time I need damage. Movement speed is about the only thing that really matters for mapping. Like, it's a very just weird thing to do. It's like, you could just weapon swap if you're really rich, but no power charges, bro, means worse build. You're literally a power charge stacker. If you guys see me struggling with damage or anything like that, just like let me know. But it's like, this is like, it insta kills everything. Like rampage, you don't need the damage whatsoever. It's purely for movement speed. And as far as it goes, it's already a pretty quick build. I was going to say, let me press my button for damage. I accidentally pressed Molten Shell. Don't even need it. I don't even need it. So when do I need damage is the question, right? And that's on bosses. Like literally, again, I don't really need damage, but it's like it's purely on Ubers. Ubers are the only damage test in the game, and Rampage does nothing for Ubers. A power charge is 10 mil fucking damage. Like let's not understate what this is. It's like this. If you care enough about getting an extra 10, 20 movement speed on your mapping, get Rampage. But if you want, alright, so let's just show this, right? This is Entropy by Imperial Scheme, the current #1 best in slot in the game, right? From TFT. It's 102 mil. Pretty good, right? A regular scheme is only 90 mil. Only 90 mil. The Crucible scheme is 137 with power charges. That seems useful on Ubers. Whereas you're only going to ramp a little bit and get a little bit more movement speed and damage you don't need while mapping. I couldn't even press my buttons quick enough. I'm just going to say, man, like, Rampage is cool for weapon swap, completely unnecessary. Whereas on bosses, I want more damage. Like, 130 mil is a lot. Always the more the better, right? You won't really notice the damage past a certain point, but it's a huge change. It is a huge change. More than Rampage. If you could get both, I would. But if I had to pick on a power charge stacker, what I want, 10 mil damage, pretty fucking good. I'm not gonna lie, man. 10 mil damage, that's pretty fucking good. Oh, sorry. Compared to the non-power charge one, it's like 30 mil damage. My bad, guys. 30 mil damage. Pretty good. If I had the choice, I'd take the 30 mil and the extra chance to explode. As another thing too, by the way, old mate in that fucking forum post was like, "You gotta grab explode on Occultist." What the fuck is he bro? Does he not know? Is he new to the game? Where's my explode, dude? Hey, dude. What the fuck do you need the explode for early on? Is he new to the game, bro? You need explode for heat-seeking missiles? They chase the enemies down, bruh. Explode only makes it better. I have one source of explode, not because I need it, because it's fun. And that's it. That's literally what I said when I got it. It's like, is this guy new to FR Cock? If you need explode to clear maps with the amount of damage we have, your damage is shit. You got other problems going on, man. You should be one-shotting everything on accident. What a weirdo, dude. Non-base takes. I'm telling you, man, those are TFT plants. They have to be TFT plants, man. Ain't no way these guys play FR Cock and not know anything about the build. Fucking bunch of experts. Cockspurts. What do you fucking call that?